We are joined here by Oruwamne and I was going to say Raymond Kasing. Congratulations. Yeah, the crowd definitely cheering for you guys because what a comeback. And I want to direct the first question to you, Kasing, because to us, it was a little disappointing seeing in the semifinals that you guys couldn't keep it going for 5 games in terms of mental strength. How come there was a change here in Game 3 all the way up to Game 5?
Well, we kind of adapted to playing best of 5s. We had this specific coaching sessions with Prolly, where it was pretty much endurance training, and because of that, it's we don't really tilt that much or at all, if anything. So now we just go into every new game as if it was another just one game, and we kept going with it, and then eventually we came to 0-2 to 3-2, and because of it.
Congratulations! It was extremely fun to watch. Oruwamne, dude, why did it take so long for Rumble and Hecarim? Your Rumble was incredible.
Well, it's just that our team dynamic until now, it worked in a different way. We just needed myself on a tank because I was calling engages and it was the easiest way for me to call out engages. But now that we played so much together, it's easier for us to think alike. So now I can play different champions except tanks, and I've always liked playing Rumble, Hecarim, and everything else. I hated tanks, but it was what I had to do.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to see you playing Hecarim. For instance, your engages were spot on. Let's take a step back. You guys managed to, well, pull out the 3rd place and dethrone SK when it comes to that 3rd place. If you look at your overall season, would you be happy with that? You could be, but the question is, of course, in the back of your head, we could have gone all the way to the final.
Well, I didn't really have that high expectations when I joined the team. I was just expecting to be bottom 5, I think I said in the interview. I mean, 3rd place is still good.
Definitely.
I'm still improving with the team, so it can only get better from here.
Oruwamne, 50 championship points now after picking up the win there. Fantastic performance overall. I want to know from you, where does H2K go from here? You touched on how you're now thinking you're playing your champion pool's opening up. How do you and the team progress?
Well, I think we can just only improve from this point, since this was our first season. It was the hardest because we didn't have any experience playing into the LCS together. So I think next split is going to be a lot better for us because we're going to get more practice and we can just bring out the stuff we like playing, and I think we can place even higher in the next season.
Yeah, we'd almost forget that it was only your first split in the LCS, so fantastic performance on that 3rd place for you guys. Congratulations. SK's forgiven. He may have been the MVP of the split, but H2K's Ryu had something else in mind for today. From his epic Z play in Game 3 to the OP Ari we just saw, he led H2K in their reverse sweep over SK and is our MVP of the series. I think last time when we gave it to you, you said, I think Ryu deserves it. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I think Ryu played out of his mind today. He's definitely the MVP for today, I think.
Yeah, I agree. His games today were just incredible. In Game 3, he pulled us back up when we were down, so I think he definitely deserves the MVP.
Who was picking up the team in Game 4? You guys were down 5,000 gold at 20 minutes. What was the, who was in charge of getting you back in the game then?
I think all of us took part in that because even though me and Lulex kind of died early game, it kind of looks as if our team wasn't talking, but after we just kind of picked up the slack and went with it and then eventually won the game.
I actually said I didn't think your team was talking on air. I was the communication's terrible, so it showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still did it. And with you guys win, H2K was rather 1 step closer, locking in the standings for the spring playoffs by securing the number 3 spot and 50 championship points that come with this. Do you guys think about this at all? Of course, you're only in your first split, but if you get 3rd here, Worlds is definitely on the radar.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an objective for us for the next season. 50 championship points is a lot, and if we don't win next split, then these points that we got this split will definitely help us to get to Worlds.
Yep. Points are in the bank already. Well, there's just 1 match left to play out in the European LCS Spring playoffs, and it will take place tomorrow between Fnatic and the Unicorns of Love for the title of 2015 Spring Split champions right here in the Palacio Vista Alegre. We got 5 games now. We're going to get delicious 5 games tomorrow, Trevor, I believe.
I sincerely hope so. The crowd has been fantastic. You two guys were shaking from adrenaline. I think congratulations in order once more for a phenomenal performance.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, our coverage of the action picks up tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central European Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, so don't be late. But now it is North America's turn with their 3rd place match between Team Impulse and Team Liquid getting underway shortly over at the LCS studios in LA, California. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us here in Madrid and everyone else. And we'll see you right back here for tomorrow's playoff final. But before we kick it over to Dash and the gang, let's take a look at today's highlights.